Hello! Today's lesson is going to be how to find the surface area. This particular video, I'm going to keep them short and separate them, so there will be 4 videos. But this video is going to concentrate on how to find the surface area of a rectangular prism. So now most 7th grade students are thinking, what the heck in the world is a rectangular prism? It could be applicable to anything real life. So if you have a gift that you're wrapping for a friend, for example, that's when you would need, and that's when you would use surface area. Because if I asked a student who is sitting in a desk, a student desk, what is the surface of your desk? They're not going to climb underneath the desk and pat on the floor. The surface is the top of the desk. So the surface area, as you see in blue here, I wrote this down for anybody that likes to take notes. Surface area is the sum, which once again means total. So it's the sum of the area of the bases and the faces. So basically, if we look at this, this is my best attempt at art, okay? I'm a math teacher for a reason, don't make fun of me, but this is a rectangular prism. So if I'm asking you to find the surface area of this rectangular prism, we need to find the area of all of the bases and faces and then total them or find the sum, okay? So here we go. Take a deep breath and let it out. Okay, step 1, you need to make a key. This is the most, I'm going to change this color. This is the most important part. Okay, because I feel as if you do not make a key, I feel like that's trying to drive a car without the tires. Okay, so obviously you don't need to make a key to be able to do this lesson, but I really think it helps students, especially 7th grade students, because it's more like plugging in a puzzle once you make your key. So just give it a shot and give it a chance, and I'm sure it will help you. Okay. So this is our rectangular prism, and this side has a measurement of 6 inches, this side has a measurement of 3 inches, and this side has a measurement of 5 inches. So what we need to do is pick the key. We need to pick letters or variables to represent these dimensions, okay? So this here in red, surface area equals 2LW plus 2HW plus 2HL. That's a bunch of mumbo jumbo that no one knows what's going on. I'm going to break it down for you real quick. L stands for length of your rectangular prism. W stands for width of your rectangular prism. H stands for height of your rectangular prism. So that's why, if you notice, LWH, 3 letters or 3 variables, 3 unknowns, and then look here, 3 quantities. Come on, that doesn't happen by chance. So let's get started. And before we get going, I want you to keep in mind that because we're multiplying is commutative, which means it doesn't matter in which order you multiply. Because 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. So I don't want anybody panicking. Your friend or your classmate might solve this, find the area of this rectangular prism a different way, but basically it's just the numbers being manipulated and moved around. So that's why it's important that you make your own key, okay? So let's get started. I am going to make my key right here. I'm going to say that I want the L to be 6 inches, and there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just choosing that one, okay? And I'm going to try and color coordinate this so it's easier to visually see. I now need an H for height, so I'm going to pick 3 inches. Once again, it doesn't matter in the mathematical problem because you will be multiplying. And then the last one that we need is a W, so I'll make that this pretty blue, and the only one that we have left that we did not use is the 5 inches. This right here is your gold. This is your key, and you will believe me in a couple seconds, okay? So, first things first in math, whether you're in 4th grade, 7th grade, or 101 years old, you always write your formula, okay? So, 2LW, I'll do it down here, 2LW plus 2HW plus 2HL. No, I'm not expecting you to memorize that. No, I'm not expecting you to know that already. That's why the key is important, okay? So, I'm going to take the green marker and I'm going to bring down this 2. You, no matter how cool you are, don't have permission to change this problem. So that 2 has to be carried down. Now we're looking for L. L, I made red, is 6, so I'm going to plug in or substitute a 6. And be careful, this does not become 26. When numbers are next to each other, when they are adjacent, when they are touching, they are being multiplied. So you need a dot, an asterisk, or a set of parentheses, okay? Next we have the W. The W was the teal. So underneath the W, I'm going to plug in or substitute 5. Once again, that does not become 265. We are multiplying. So this can get sloppy. Don't let the trap ya, okay? Next, I'm going to bring down the plus sign. You don't get to change the problem. That must come down. Next comes the 2. You don't get to change the problem. That has to come down as well. Next, we need an H. I'm running out of fingers. My cast is off. H, we are going to plug in 3 inches according to our handy dandy key. Even though I love Michael Jordan, this does not become 23. You have to insert parentheses because we are multiplying. Next after the W comes next after the H comes W. I'm getting excited. And we're going to drop down and we're going to plug in the 5, which we already said. Once again, we are multiplying. If some of you are starting to go ahead of me, that's awesome because that means you are recognizing that this is continuing. The plus sign comes down, the 2 comes down, and all we have left, take a deep breath, let it out, is an H and an L. Next we have H, that's purple, and if you are a visual person, which means colors and organization helps you, bust out some colored markers, some crayons at home, whatever you got. So H, we're going to plug in 3. That's my purple. Once again, not Jordan. We are multiplying, so 2 times 3. And the last one, L, is represented by my red. We are going to plug in or substitute 6 inches. Okay? Now from here you have carte blanche, which means you get to pick how you want to finish this. We are almost done. Take a deep breath. What you are going to do is method 1. You can carefully, very carefully, I hope you're understanding me. If you are going to challenge accepted, plug this entire thing into your calculator, you better make sure that you take your time and that you go slow. You better make sure that you have all of your correct parentheses. You better make sure that you don't forget your plus signs. If you are not so daring, which is more than fine, you may put this in one at a time, okay? There's not one route to get to King Soopers. There's not one route to get to this answer. You get to pick what your brain likes. So let's go. 2 times 6, okay, let me get a black marker here, and I'll do this the long way. So if we have 2 times 6, that gives us 12, and then 12 times 5. This set of 3, when multiplying, gives us 60. Drop down that plus sign, very important. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 times 2 is 30. Bring down that 30 from that set of 3. Also drop down the next plus sign. Take a deep breath. We're almost done. I know I keep saying that, but it's really true. 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 6 is 36. Now we're going to add these up. Yes, you can once again type these all in your calculator. 60 plus 30 plus 36. Told you we're almost done. 126. So the surface area of this problem is 126. Cupcakes? No, even though my favorite is red velvet. Dolphins? No. 126 inches squared, okay? And it's squared because you are finding the area, the surface area. So this board is looking very beautiful and very full and very colorful, which means we are done. Congratulations, I'm very proud of you. You now know that surface area is the area of all of the surfaces and bases all put together, or finding the sum. You now know the formula. I highly recommend that you make a key, and like I said, organization and visual skill, if you're a visual learner, different colored markers and organization is really what helps bring this together. So congratulations and happy surface area finding. I will post 3 more videos on how to find surface area next of a triangular prism. Stay tuned and stay healthy and always happy and positive and grateful. Bye, see you next time.